Pawan Khera would get interim relief. The other big breaking that's coming in is that Supreme Court, to protect the petitioner until such date, he applies for a regular bail before the jurisdictional court in relation to FIRs will be released on interim bail. Pawan Khera gets interim bail. He gets a big relief from the Supreme Court, notice to the UP police and the Assam police, and he has been given, it's been said that he should be getting interim relief by the concerned competent court. So the Supreme Court doesn't give the relief. It says Dwarka court is addressing the issue. The interim relief will be given from there.
So this is the big breaking news that Maushami is getting us. The Supreme Court saying that they will club all the FIRs, but also immediately providing relief to Pawan Khera. Today, this evening, Pawan Khera will be free because he will be on interim bail. So he's going to be produced in court shortly. Kanu Sharda is tracking Pawan Khera right now. He's undergone the medical test. He's going to be produced in court shortly, Kanu, where at this point, it's a mere formality because the Supreme Court has said he will be granted interim bail. So once he's produced in court, he will be granted officially that bail.
Yes, Akshita, it has come as a huge relief to Pawan Khera. All the FIRs has been ordered for clubbing of all FIRs, and it is also said that he has to approach the competent court seeking bail. In this case, it will be the Assam court where the FIR was lodged to seek proper bail into the case. And the protection has been given by the Supreme Court to Pawan Khera till Tuesday, which is next week. So big relief has come from the Supreme Court for Pawan Khera at this point of time.
Okay, so the Supreme Court going ahead and giving in to what the Congress's petition was all about, to consolidate all the FIRs, based on which they've issued notices also to different states. Secondly, the Supreme Court has also explained what is the road ahead for Pawan Khera. He is right now being taken by the Assam Police as we speak to a court in Dwarka. Now, once he's produced in that court, which is expected in about 1 hour from now, he will then be given bail. Interim bail being granted to him, and the Supreme Court has essentially directed the competent court, as they've said, which will be the Dwarka court in this case, to go ahead and grant that bail to Pawan Khera. So this is a big relief that's come for Pawan Khera. The Congress was counting on exactly this, which is why they immediately took this case to the Supreme Court. It's worked out in their favor. The arguments that were made by Abhishek Manu Singhvi essentially were that it was a mistake, that Pawan Khera will even tender an unconditional apology because he didn't mean to make that comment against Prime Minister Modi. They've even also gone on to say here that the comment that's been made was completely, in fact, by mistake. It was a slip of tongue. The Supreme Court has highlighted, while granting this relief to Pawan Khera, that the sections mentioned, invoked against him, don't really allude to the comments he's made. So they seem to be suggesting also that nothing really adds up as far as the FIR is concerned against Pawan Khera. So that's another important takeaway from what's happened just now in the Supreme Court. But this development will no doubt have the Congress smiling, Maushami. This is exactly why they rushed to the Supreme Court, so that they could get this kind of relief. By this evening, Pawan Khera is going to be released now.
Absolutely, Akshita. You remember that this battle is being fought legally and more than that, being fought politically on the ground. A lot of drama is unfolded throughout the day, and now with this verdict of the Supreme Court, the Congress will see it as a big relief. Pawan Khera,
my apologies for interrupting, but there's also one big update that's coming in from the Supreme Court. The top court has warned Pawan Khera over his comments. The CGI directly has told Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who's representing Pawan Khera in court, we have protected, but there must be some level of discourse. Singhvi then says, I don't support this. I said so in the beginning of the arguments as well. So the Supreme Court sending across a very clear message to Pawan Khera. We're providing you relief on the basis of the law, on the basis of legality, but his comments are unwarranted. And the CGI directly has issued that warning, saying that you must ensure that there is that this kind of discourse, this level of discourse is simply not allowed. We have protected, but there must be some level of discourse, is the message that's gone across from the CGI to Pawan Khera. So that's another very important point there, Maushami. The Supreme Court granting that much needed relief to Pawan Khera, but also warning him, saying don't resort to this kind of political discourse.
You know, Akshata, I think Abhishek Manu Singhvi has very smartly argued that point, saying that I myself don't approve of such a statement and it is an unconditional apology. So all gears down as far as that statement is concerned. And if you look at what the Supreme Court has said right now, notice issued on Khera's plea to transfer and consolidate all the FIRs. Supreme Court to hear that plea on Monday. That's the big thing. An interim plea, interim relief to Khera till Tuesday.